I've been posting a long form video on YouTube every single morning around 7 a.m. for 28 days straight. And this is not a YouTube strategy video, so if you're looking for YouTube tips, you're probably in the wrong place. But if you are looking to potentially change your life and see benefits in places that you didn't know they existed, this might be for you. So I've noticed at least 4 main benefits here that I didn't really think of when I started this channel. I started it to, start to reach out to some people that might need a little bit of exercise in their life. But I wasn't really thinking as deeply into the other benefits. The importance of, yes, the exercise is important, but more important than that is the doing it first thing in the morning and then making time for your most important work. Aside from that, these extra benefits have snuck up and slapped me in the face a little bit, and they might even be more beneficial because currently there's not a whole lot of people watching this YouTube channel. So the first thing is accountability. I was halfway through the burpee workout. I don't know if that was a week ago, it doesn't really matter. And I had set a certain number for myself that I was going to do 10 per minute, and I got to minute 6 or 7 and I was going to die. If I wasn't filming that workout, I would have quit. I would have stopped and I would have called it a day. But because that thing is rolling, even if there's nobody watching, what kind of shitty video is that if I stop halfway? So number one, I have to work hard. Number two, within that same accountability framework, if I don't post a video, what's happened? I mean, I've committed to posting every day. I've set my goal for 100 days straight at least, but I've committed to that. So if I don't hit it, I'm off track. So it keeps me accountable in that way as well. Number two is this daily habit builds routine, right? It's forcing me to get up at a certain time. What I'm noticing is I'm waking up before my alarm now. It's set for 4:30, but I seem to wake up at 4:20 most days. And then along with that routine that I'm building, aside from just being able to get up early, is forcing me to go to bed early as well, right? If I'm going to get up and do this thing every morning, if I'm not going to be just absolutely ruined a month in, I need to make sure I'm getting some reasonable sleep. So I want to make sure I'm getting to bed at 9:30 every night so that I can get up at 4:30, and that's 7 hours. And it's not perfect, but it's good, and it's forcing me. The next one is, I've heard a lot about, we talk about social media and all the time and how it's messing with us. But I've heard some good takes on this, and that a balance can be found if you can balance out your consumption of social media or screens in general with your production. So I was a huge consumer of YouTube videos. The girls would go to bed and I would come downstairs to the kitchen and I would just awake, fall asleep in front of that screen. And I'd be there for hours and it'd be 11 o'clock and I'd realize, holy shit, it's way past the time that I should be going to bed if I want to be productive tomorrow. So this production now that I'm doing, right, I'm making sure that I'm balancing out production consumption, but at the same time, it's forcing me to go to bed. So there's extra benefit there, but my mental health is better because I'm not just consuming, because oftentimes what comes with consumption is comparison. Is you see all these people that you're watching, that you're looking up to, and you look at your own life and you say, wow, that's bad. Or wow, I'm so far away from where these people are and where I want to be. So the production, I mean, I could look at the stats and say, oh, well, nobody's watching this, but it doesn't matter. I'm producing something, I'm creating something, and that's forcing me to get better. The videos are not good, right? I'm not talking about producing a highly edited cinematic film every day, right? This is working so well with my focus on progress over perfection, which is affirmation number 5 that we say every morning on the 5 a.m. Squat Club. By the way, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed yet to this channel and you're not changing your life with us every morning, get on it. I am producing an asset. It's not necessarily high quality, right? But I'm getting something done. They're getting better. I mean, I hope that every day each video gets a little bit better. But in the end, I mean, they have to, right? I'm doing so much. I'm doing so much production. It makes me think of I've heard this story a number of times. You know, you take two groups of people and you're going to have them build you something. Let's say, for an example, they're going to make chairs. And one group, you give the instruction, I want you to make the best quality, the best possible chair you can. And then the second group is told to make as many chairs as possible. And at the end of whatever time period it is, what you'll find is that the group that was told to produce the most chairs ends up producing the highest quality chairs as well. And the reason for that is because they're getting more practice. They're getting more reps in. The more reps you get intentionally, right? Because practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Practice just makes permanent. If you choose the right practices and you iterate and you make change and you make sure that the goal is still in sight, then reps are the key. So I'm getting reps, I'm getting better, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that every day I come away, this last point is I come away with a tangible product, a tangible deliverable if you live in that world. I've created something and put a check mark on it and it is posted, one, because I have no choice, right? It has to go up. And now I get this huge benefit of making something, right? I build a whole lot of things in the farm and that gives me satisfaction because if you're not growing, you're dying. And I think goals and projects and doing something with your hands is an absolute way to grow. You know, I build things on the farm all the time, but you know, yesterday in my fence building endeavor, I got 3 posts in. And yes, that's progress and that makes me feel good, but it's not a completed project. I get a completed outcome every day. I get to walk away saying, check mark, it's on the thing. That's an asset, right? I've built something, I've made something that I can look back on that is a real thing. I can't hold it in my hands because it's a digital thing, but it's real. And I've created something every day. So the takeaway from this is not necessarily to start a YouTube channel, but I'm learning it's a hell of a thing. The point is start something, do it every day, and make sure that it's something that gives you a result. Make sure that you take away something that's valuable so that you're intentionally creating a life that is full of that. It's full of production and it's full of satisfaction for the fact that you did something. Before I started this routine, I could finish my whole day and check nothing off of my to-do list because things come up and you just follow them. But now, every single morning, before the world even starts, before my family wakes up, I've accomplished something. And it's incredible for my mental health. It's incredible for my progress. And I guarantee you, if I'm still doing this in a year or 2 years, I'm going to be in a different place in my life. So I hope you've taken something from this. Start something, produce something, realize something at the end of every day, and you will be amazed at how you feel about it. Thanks for joining us. I guess this is Health Unscripted, part of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Join us, change your life with us every damn day. See you tomorrow.